When old Billy vanished, he left behind more than just notes. He left portals to a world most of us have forgotten exists. A world where life is not something you control, but something that waits for you to awaken, to crack the glass, to see beyond the fog, and maybe, just maybe, to step into the living world. Here, we don't give you answers. We uncover illusions. We face the one thing holding us back: fear. Welcome to Old Billy's world, where life finds you, and what you do with it is everything.
When the fog descended, silence settled over the village after the discovery of Old Billy's departure. His notes were left stacked, serving as entertainment for the locals who chose to share them with others.
She said, "He destroyed my life. But can life truly be destroyed or saved? I find it impossible to accept such an idea. Life is, purely and simply, beyond these concerns. It exists in a realm of its own, untouched by fleeting notions of ruin or salvation. If life is that powerful, why doesn't it manifest fully in our world? What is standing in its way? What are we missing that prevents us from realizing its potential?" We already know the answer. Deep down we have always known, and it can be summed up in one word: fear. The full manifestation of life demands an unveiling of truths we have never dared to face. It threatens to dismantle everything we have been conditioned to accept as reality. To embrace it means to surrender to new paths, new orders, and new ways of being. It asks us to let go of the past, not as memory but as the framework that has dictated our choices. It calls us to step into the unknown, guided not by what has been imposed upon us but by what we truly feel. Life does not impose itself. It waits. It remains unchanged, ever present, until we find the courage to abandon the illusions that bind us. The illusions of control, of permanence, of a world shaped by collective ignorance. This modern construct, this consumer-driven existence, even denies death as an inevitable truth. But it is the fear of death that robs us of life. And beyond that, why do we also fear life itself? Why do we resist wholeness, fulfillment, and expansion? Why do we doubt our own eternity within life, as if our essence could ever be diminished? Again, fear, always repeating itself, always holding us back. It is time to give life a real chance to enter our world, to surprise us, to liberate us from illusion. More importantly, it is time to give ourselves a real chance to experience the living world. What would it be like to exist in full awareness of life's presence? We do not find life. Life finds us. And when it does, it expands through us, and in doing so, we expand with it. This is the inverted collapse, the moment we stop falling into illusion and begin rising into truth.
This text is a powerful and thought-provoking exploration of life, fear, and the potential for transcendence. Here's an analysis. Provocative opening. The opening statement. She said, "He destroyed my life," immediately grabs the reader's attention and sets the stage for a deeper philosophical inquiry. It challenges conventional notions of life and destruction, challenging conventional wisdom. The author questions the very idea of life being destroyed or saved, suggesting a more profound understanding of its nature. The text confronts the reader with uncomfortable truths about fear and illusion. Deep philosophical inquiry. The author delves into the nature of life, fear, and the human condition with depth and insight. The exploration of illusions of control and collective ignorance is particularly compelling. Emphasis on fear as a limiting factor. The text effectively highlights fear as the primary obstacle to experiencing the fullness of life. The repetition of fear reinforces its central role in the narrative. Powerful metaphors and imagery. The inverted collapse metaphor is particularly striking, symbolizing a shift from illusion to truth. The idea of life finding us is also very powerful.
Please allow me to point to some areas for consideration. Strong rhetorical questions. Rhetorical questions such as, why do we also fear life itself? Effectively engage the reader and prompt introspection. Old Billy leaves aside that excess of tact and, objectively, points out the fear that we all pretend does not exist.
Nonetheless, there are areas for refinement. Clarify some abstract concepts. While the text's poetic nature is appealing, some parts might benefit from more concrete examples or explanations. For example, what exactly does it mean for life to manifest fully? What would that look like in a practical sense? Abstraction has been a constant. While the philosophical depth is a strength, some readers might find the text somewhat abstract. Providing more concrete examples or illustrations could enhance clarity. Clarity of life. While the text speaks of life as a powerful force, further clarifying its specific nature could be beneficial. Although the vagueness of the word life also adds to its power. Potential for elaboration. The concept of illusions of control and the modern construct could be further elaborated upon. The concept of the inverted collapse could be expanded upon. Overall, this text is a powerful and thought-provoking exploration of life, fear, and the potential for transcendence. Its strengths lie in its philosophical depth, challenging of conventional wisdom, and effective use of metaphors and imagery. The author's message is clear. To truly live, we must confront our fears and embrace the fullness of life.
Thank you, Dr. Ada. It was about time someone pointed out these characteristics in Old Billy's writing. Here, abstractionism is not a language style, but rather a great difficulty in communication. Imagine for a moment how hard it would be to describe the landscape on the other side of a very dirty window. Mr. Billy dares to describe a world that our vision cannot reach due to the grime planted by fear and other factors. This forces him to stimulate people's imagination, to provoke a small crack in the grimy glass, through which we can glimpse only a fragment of a much greater reality. Indeed, abstraction is not born from the texts themselves, but from our limited ability to see clearly. From this blurred lens we have learned to accept as the boundaries of human perception. Life, nature, fear, collapse. These will be recurring themes in Old Billy's narrative as he tries to cleanse as much dirt as possible from the eyes of those who recognize the existence of the so-called living world. But believe me, revealing the living essence to those who insist on looking through the limited lens of reason few, now that is life that goes on.